Welcome back to Leeds lately, everybody. This is a live watch along of Leeds United in the FA Cup, so it should be a little bit less stressful. Of course, it makes a nice change to have a stress-free game, a game where we can just relax a little bit and watch Leeds inevitably go out of the FA Cup to a lower league opposition. So let's though try to remain a bit more positive. Welcome to all of our Leeds Lately members joining us. We've got Ryan Tune, Karen Curtin, we've got Chewy Backer, we've got Liam B. So far, I think that's it for members. And welcome, of course, to our non-Leeds Lately members like Penny Lane, Leeds United Old School, Golf 61, etc., etc. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining me. This is going to be a weakened Leeds United side, of course, and a lot of people have been struggling to figure out what the formation is. I think that I've figured it out. We may see something different upon kickoff, but I think for me, I figured it out. It's 4-3-3/4-2-3-1. For me, it's going to be Darlow in goal, of course. Bornau, I think he's going to be playing right back with Ampadu and Biol as centre backs. Harrison as left back. Gruev and Tanaka are going to be playing in the double pivot with Joel Piroux slightly ahead of them as a number 10. And then Nonto on the right, Okafor on the left, and Mecha through the middle. That's the way I see it at the moment. A bit of a 4-3-3/4-2-3-1. That's how I think it's going to line up. So Bornau, Ampadu, Biol, and Harrison make up a standard back four with Bornau at right back. Gruev and Tanaka as the two sixes, in behind Joel Piroux as a number 10, with Nonto out on the right, Mecha through the middle as a striker, and Okafor out on the left. With the personnel that we've got on the pitch, that makes the most sense to me in terms of the lineup for today. We are just 10 minutes away from kickoff here. Sizzling Stew 1979, welcome. Saying must win. I think it's actually the opposite of a must win. I think it really doesn't matter if we win or lose. Of course, different generations, different opinions on the FA Cup, and I would like Leeds to go far in the FA Cup. However, if we don't, I do think it's not the end of the world, because realistically, it can be a little bit of a distraction, can't it? It can be a little bit of a distraction. I do think that we've got more than enough to win the game. Potentially Chewy, but everybody's kind of having a guess at it, aren't they? Exactly, and that's proved by what Shelley's just said. They were talking about Nonto at right back on 5 Live. They just guessed, don't they? But from someone who's watched Leeds all season, seeing the fact that Sebastian Bornau can play right back, I think it's going to be a back four with 2 holding, 1 in the 10, and the 3 attackers up front. I think that's what it seems like. We've traditionally done okay against Derby, other than the playoffs. Of course, that second leg I was there. That was awful. But the other thing is, it's the John Eustace thing. He always seems to be decent against Leeds as a manager as well. So it's going to be one of those where we've got to watch out that we don't have another upset caused against us. However, nothing can be worse than the holders, Crystal Palace, going out to a non-league side in the third round, in their first attempt, basically, to defend the FA Cup title. Nothing could go worse than that for us. If we lose the derby, not the end of the world compared to things like that, as it's not that as embarrassing. Manchester City did their traditional and in fact went beyond that and won 10-1 against Exeter City. Am I right in thinking Exeter City is where Ampadu started his career? I think I am. I'll Google it. Ampadu, Exeter City. Yes, it is. That's where he started his career. Yeah, Chelsea agreed deal to sign 16-year-old Exeter City defender. And of course they did, and now he is... How old is he now? Oh, he's still only 25, you know. Ampadu. He's not even in his prime yet. Leeds squad ages. Carl Darlow being the oldest, 35. Alex Keynes is only 33. Sam Byram, 32. Jack Harrison's still only 29. Joe Rodon's 28. Calvert-Lewin's 28. Dan James is 28. Sean Longstaff, 28. Lucas Perry, 28. Lucas Metch, 27. Anton Stack, 27. James Justin, 27. We've signed a lot of players who have got 5 to 6 years left in their prime. Noah Okafor's only 25. Pascal Strout, Jacobiol are both only 26. Joel Peru's only 26 as well. We've got a lot of youth in our squad that can really excel in the years to come. We're also looking at Danilo Doki from Union Berlin in Germany. Couldn't think of the name there. Yeah, good point, actually. Let's go through the bench as well. Of course, when they put the lineups on the actual TV footage, we'll see that. But let's have a look at our bench. Yeah, I think Calvert-Lewin is on the bench because there's just been a picture of him. Let me have a look at there. Well, where's the lineup at? Where's our lineup? Here you go. So the bench is Lucas Perry, Sam Byram, James Justin, Pascal Strouk, Sean Longstaff, Anton Stack, Brendan Aronson, Sam Chambers, and Calvert-Lewin. What I think would be nice today is to see a bit of Longstaff on the pitch because he's get away from that naughty cat. I think Sean Longstaff is needing a few minutes in the tank to be able to get his fitness up a little bit before starting playing Premier League games again. Yeah, so some people suggesting that it could be a 3-4-1-2. So that would be Darlow in goal, Biol, Ampadu and Bornau as 3 centre-backs. Midfield of Harrison as left wing-back, Nonto as right wing-back, Tanaka and Gruev in the midfield. Then Piru in the number 10 and Metcher and Okafor up front. It could be either. Personally, I think it's going to be the 4-3-3. Welcome everybody who's joining us. I haven't even bothered with the Derby lineup today, CB. Usually I would. I might try and set that up in the future, but for now, I didn't hear him saying that. What do you call him? I didn't see Savage saying that Derby were a bigger club than Leeds, which must have just been to wind people up. Savage is trying to say that it wouldn't be an upset if Derby beat Leeds because Leeds have made 8 changes, but I'm not sure that's how it works. I like how he pushes back though. Beckford when he thinks that Robbie Savage is chatting bollocks, he'll tell him. So what formation is that? We were just talking about this, James. Some people think it's going to be a 3-4-1-2, but for me, I think it's 4-3-3. So Darlow in goal, Bornau at right back, Ampadu and Biol at centre backs, Harrison at left back. Then you've got Gruev and Tanaka in the midfield, with Piru ahead of them in the number 10, with Mecha and Okafor and Nonto as the front three. Well, players are heading out onto the pitch now, so we could actually kick off very shortly. Leeds United versus Derby County, a rivalry which surfaced in the last couple of years, really, and became one that stopped Leeds getting to the Premier League under Marcelo Bielsa's first season. But more recently, it's not necessarily a big rivalry, especially on the Leeds United side of things, after Derby had to give us the Guard of Honour and all that stuff. But in this game, Derby will be hoping for a little bit of revenge. Let's hope that they don't get it and Leeds United win this one. However, not the end of the world if we don't, because all we need to do is pick up points in the Premier League. I can't tell what we're playing in yet. The Derby County starting 11, Zetterstrom in goal, Joe Ward, Langas, Danny Bath, and Forsyth make up the back four, with Travis and Fraulo in the two holding roles, Ben Brereton Diaz out on the right, Corey Blackett-Taylor out on the left, Bobby Clark in the 10, and Lars-Jørgen Salverson up front for Derby County. Now, I wonder how TNT have Leeds United's lineup here. So, the way that TNT have it is... Bloody hell, they still haven't done it yet. They have it in a 3-4-3, actually. A 3-4-3. Biol, Ampadu and Bornau, with Wilfred Nonto, Altanaka, Ilya Gruev and Jack Harrison across the middle. And then up front, Piru, Mecha and Nonto. Welcome to everybody. Make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button as well to become part of the Leeds Lately community. We've got 400 people in here now. If you could all hit that like button, that would massively help me out. And I also completely forgot to set the super chat goal as well. There we go. Yeah, who knows? Who knows until it actually goes out. Evening. Oh, yeah. Good afternoon from us, but good evening to you, Helly. Yeah, good shout as well from CB. Make sure you don't shout before a goal goes in. If a goal goes in at either end, please don't let me know until I have reacted to it, because I won't have seen it and it will spoil the game for me. We are just about to get kicked off here at Pride Park. We are underway here. Oh, no, we're not. I'm going to have to reset the timer because now we're underway. Ball all the way back to Darlow. It's on BT Sport, formerly BT Sport, now TNT. Here's Jacobillo. Now Ampadu. Cross now to Jack Harrison. Mike Minay and Joe Hart are on commentary today. Here's Carl Darlow. The ball back to Tanaka and then all the way back to Darlow again. And now Ampadu dropping back there. Here's Harrison. Little clip down the line. Oh, good ball down the line there. And Mecha judged to have fouled the Derby player there, even though he just kind of rolled over him on the halfway line as Mecha tried to break through down the line. Here is the Derby County free kick then, playing it backwards. All the way to Zetterstrom, the goalkeeper here for Derby. Good header by Jakobijol there. Salverson, the Derby forward, would have been in there if Jakobijol hadn't headed that long ball, that long through ball to his goalkeeper there. Darlow with the long kick here. That is a long kick. Here's Okafor. Good little ball from him to Nonto. Nonto in the middle of the pitch now looking for a pass. Good ball out wide to Jack Harrison now. Jack Harrison with the ball down the line here to Okafor. Okafor tries to run past his defender. Tackled there and cleared away. Ampadu picks that one up. To be fair to Derby, I think some of the sections of the ground are closed off as well. Here's Ampadu. Cross now to Jakobijol. This is the thing. Some people are saying that Leeds are playing some of our starting players and that we're playing too strong of a team. But when you actually think about our squad, when you're talking about centre-backs, we don't actually have that many centre-backs at the club to be able to rest them all, which is why we're looking at someone like Danilo Doki from the German league. Here's Harrison, though, with an early chance to cross. It's going to be a corner kick to Leeds here. Corner kick to Leeds over on the left-hand side. Well, he's got a brother, Chewy, called Felix Mecha, who plays for Borussia Dortmund as a central midfielder. But obviously, it's not going to be a problem in the Premier League or in the FA Cup or anything. But probably still wants to distinguish himself. That corner from Tanaka wasn't a great one, and it's headed away. It's going to be a throw in here. Chance for Ampadu to come and take a long one. Oh no, Harrison's taking it early. Here's Gruev. Drops that one off to Nonto on the halfway line and then back to Ampadu. Ampadu with the ball out wide now to Okafor. Do you know what I'd like to see? And to be honest, I always think this is going to be a thing, but never really is. I think, somebody like Okafor, he'll run rings around a championship defence, but it just doesn't really ever pan out like that, does it? Here is Okafor. Gets the ball back there. Still going Okafor. Great ball forward here towards Joel Pirou. Offside though, even though it had been cleared away by the goalkeeper. What kit are we wearing? We're wearing the blue kit. We're in the blue and the yellow kit, our away kit, for those of you who are asking. Be a foul by Nonto there, just backing into the man as he was jumping for the header. Free kick here to Derby. Welcome everybody who's joining us. We've got 753 people in here. If you want to hit that like button, that would massively be appreciated. And also hit the sub button as well. Free kick to the Derby County fullback Forsyth here as he gets ready to pump this one into the box. No, he doesn't. He plays it short down the line to the Derby County number 11 as he cuts inside here. Looking for a passing option. Nonto does well to defend him away from there, and then the pass from Forsyth is blocked by Nonto, but eventually he manages to get it down the line there, Forsyth. Okafor tries to clear it and gives it straight to the Derby County number 11, who tries to square it across the box, but it's blocked by Ampadu. Sloppy there. It was Blackett Taylor, the number 11 for Derby County, as he tries to bring it into the box there. Ampadu just comes across and cuts off that cross, but it is a corner here to Derby. Corner kick here for Derby. Ward with a corner. Away by Harrison, and then away fully by Okafor. Joel Peru chasing that one down. Goes all the way back to the Derby County goalkeeper, Zetterstrom now. Here's Forsyth. Back again to the goalkeeper. Hi Dale, welcome everybody. Happy New Year to everybody who hasn't joined me yet in the new year. Jacoby all doing well to take that one away from Salveston, but he gets it back there, and it is going to be a Leeds throw-in in the end. It's on TNT Sport. Yeah, I'm always shocked by how many people don't know that it's illegal if I was to show the game on the stream. Like, you cannot do that. It's illegal, and my channel would get taken down instantly, which I have spent 5 years getting to 10,000 subscribers. So it's not something that I would I would risk at all for an FA Cup game against Derby for any reason, because it'd be down in seconds. TNT Sports, formerly BT Sports, have bought the rights for millions and millions of pounds to the FA Cup. No, Roger, the other night there was a stream. I can't remember who it was against. I can't remember which game it was, where we had over 1,000 people in the chat, which was madness. Ball down the line here for Clark. Gruev trying to stop the cross. Does well there, Gruev, and actually wins Leeds a goal kick, I think. Or a throw-in. One of the two. Leeds are the long throw-in forward then. Mecha challenges for it, but bounces back to a Derby player. A bit scrappy at the moment as Tanaka sends that one long. Nonto's got a chase on here against the centre-back, and he's going to get there first. Nonto coming towards the Leeds United box. Plays a ball into the box towards him, but Okafor shoots over the bar. Okafor was always leaning back on that one. It's a poor shot in the end from the Swiss forward, and it's going to be a goal kick to Derby. Was a good break from Leeds. Good ball forward. Nonto chased it down, and he saw that Mecha was on the opposite side. Tried to play it to him. It was just a little bit behind him. And then as the ball fizzed out to the edge of the box, it's a poor shot in the end by Noah Okafor. Last time it was the Liverpool match at New Year's Day, where you're only one with the watch long. Thank you, Sebastian. That was the one. It's going to be a goal kick now to Leeds United for Darlow. Row Footy Fair, please stop spamming in the chat. If you keep spamming in the chat, I will have to mute you so that nobody can see your comments. Here is Lucas Mecha. Fouled there by the Derby County defender just on the halfway line, and it's going to be a Leeds United free kick. Remember, guys, check out the Etsy store in the description down below. You can get 15% off by using code Christmas25. I think still. If not, there is still discounts on there. But my Etsy store is basically all Leeds United artwork and prints that have been designed by myself. So if you want to check that out, even if you don't buy anything, hit that like button on the shop, and it'll help push me up there in the algorithm to more Leeds fans. So thank you for that. And also subscribe. Long ball forward here from Zetterstrom, the Derby County goalkeeper, headed away by Sebastian Bornau. Back down the line here by Forsyth, headed away again once more by the Leeds backline. His Forsyth again. He's giving the ball straight to Lucas Mecha there. Here is Mecha. Heavy touch down the line to get him into a crossing position. As he does cross it in, it's blocked by the Derby County centre-back, Bath, sorry, and it's going to be a Leeds United corner kick. It's going to be a Leeds United corner kick taken by Jack Harrison. This brings back bad memories. Hitting the first man and such. Ball into the box. It's headed away there by Derby. Now Gruev picks it up though. Dropped off to Nonto. Back now to Gruev. He's got Harrison as an option on the wing after taking the corner. Out on the right-hand side now, Harrison. Harrison crosses it in towards the far post. Caught there by the Derby County goalkeeper. And they can send the ball long. Here's Blackett-Taylor trying to go past Nonto, put the ball into the box, away by Gruev. And now Nonto picks it up. Joel Pirou. Good feet there from Joel Pirou. Gets the ball back to Nonto. Now Tanaka turns with it. Looking for a way to spread the ball out to the opposite side. He does well there. Now Ampadu carries the ball forward. Thanks, Pierre. Appreciate that. Here is Jack Harrison. Over on the left-hand side. Tries to cross it in. I don't know if that took a deflection, but it went very high and over the box. Just with regards to Joe, because people keep bringing it up, Joe has my absolute and full support in what he's doing. And it's not, however, my place to really discuss why and what is happening. So if you want to know more about that, Joe's literally uploaded videos on his own channel so you can hear it from his own mouth. He's Sebastian Bornau. Now Yakubiyel. Ilya Gruev. Yakubiyel. Gruev again. Derby trying to push us back a little bit here. Ball into Tanaka now. Now Ampadu. Harrison. Be nice to score a couple of goals in this game as well, to be fair. It'd be nice to score a couple of goals in this game because sometimes you need a bit of a breather and a little bit of a like, oh, we've won a game 2 or 3-0. And it feels like it takes the pressure off a little bit psychologically, scoring a couple of goals, winning a game without too much fuss. It can make a big difference in the Premier League just to give you that bit of confidence. Ball forward here by Derby, trying to play through the lines. Still going here, Derby, just about to come across the halfway line now with a good ball out wide to Blackett-Taylor. Derby County number 11 striding towards the box now. He goes for a shot, blocked though by Sebastian Bornau, and it's going to be a corner kick here to Derby County. Corner kick now is going to come in. I didn't know that Ben Brereton Diaz had signed for Derby, to be honest. It was very random when I saw him on the team sheet. Corner about to come in. Compy saying, I don't think we have the squad depth to go on a cup run, especially given the fact we've changed to a 3-5-2 now. So we haven't got enough strikers, we haven't got enough centre backs, we haven't got enough full backs to play this, to have multiple iterations of our squad playing this system. Welcome everybody who's joining us. If you haven't already, hit that sub button. Now, I will say as well, there's 1,028 people in the chat, which is amazing. And if you haven't hit the like button already, hit the like button for me. People who are members will get priority when it comes to access to replies, me reading out your comments, etc. So members and also super chats will be prioritized just because there's so many people in the chat and there's so many chats coming through that I can't answer everyone. So certain people will get priority if they're a member or they're a super chatter. Here is Derby with Danny Bath, 35-year-old championship veteran. Here's the ball with Zetterstrom now. Now long ball forward. Over the head of Sebastian Bornau and also past Forsyth as well, the Derby County fullback, and it's going to be a throw-in to Leeds here. Sebastian Bornau with the throw-in. He's going to try and get the flick on here, maybe by Joël Peru down the line. Peru goes for it, bounces on towards Metcha. Metcha trying to battle for it. Cleared away, though, once again by Derby. Ball's fallen to the feet of Brereton Diaz. And now Derby with a little chipped ball into the box for Brereton Diaz, who tries to chip the ball over Darlow, who can catch that one with ease. Liam B saying, didn't we try and sign Diaz in our promotion season? I think we had a look at him. Yeah, definitely. But then, to be fair, it's Leeds, so we get linked with so many players. Sorry, Pierre, which bit don't you agree with? You don't agree with the squad comment, but priority will be yeah, of course, priority will be the Prem, so a loss here will annoy, but survival in the Premier League will be our main focus. Yeah, but we don't have enough. If we're playing three at the back, we don't have enough defenders. Metcha feels like he might have been tripped then in the box. Not given, though. It's been a bit scrappy, Sizzling Stew. It's been a bit scrappy. No team has really had any major chances. However, we are only 17 minutes in, and it was going to be a bit cagey at first with them obviously trying to keep us out. But with playing three at the back, you need three centre-backs in reserve as well, because you need to have one player for each position to be able to swap them out if injuries happen. And given the fact we changed from a 2 centre-back formation to a 3 centre-back formation, which means we need to assign at least one more centre-back, Gruev was fouled there, just about halfway inside the Derby County half, and it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. First yellow cards come out there for a Derby player. Fraulo, I think it was, the Derby County holding midfielder that got the yellow card there for the tackle on Ilya Gruev. Yeah, Oscar Fraulo now on a yellow card. Oh, it's his debut today for Derby. Didn't know that. Tanaka then with the free kick into the box. Towards the edge, headed away. Jack Harrison picks it up over on the left-hand side. Goes to cross it in again. It's deep over everyone. It is shocking, Jack Harrison's crossing. He's really not very good, is he? But the thing is, I don't remember him ever being this bad under Bielsa. But of course, Bielsa have made all of our players play above their level. But Jesus, he's been bad since he's been back in. By the way, everyone, I know we've got a lot of new people here. So the rule is basically in this stream, if a goal goes in at either end, please don't tell me that it's gone in the chat. Don't celebrate. Don't put anything in the chat just until I've reacted to it, because I will. The game will be completely spoiled for me, basically, if you've put it in before I see it, and I'll go, oh, I know there's a goal coming, so then it doesn't make me want to celebrate. Basically, it ruins the game. Somebody said, any news on any signings? Leeds are looking at Danilo Doki from Union Berlin, who is another defender. It's one that looks like Leeds might be trying to get him on a free, on a pre-contract agreement in January for him to join on a free in the summer. That's the idea, I think. Yeah, Bobby Clark, he goes past Tanaka, and then Tanaka fouls him, I think. There's going to be a free kick to Derby. No, Tony. Please don't. Because that's what makes me want to block people. Or at least put them in timeout. Yeah, free kick came in and Danny Bath, his header was wide there, wide of the mark. That's a long ball forward from Darlow. It nearly went all the way through to Joel Peru, but Zetterstrom in the end just hoofs it all the way back to Darlow. And Darlow can catch it there. That is a long kick from the Derby County goalkeeper. Here's Harrison. Ball went out of play there as Okafor tried to play it down the line. So it's going to be a throw into Derby. Do you know what I'm thinking about? Jack Harrison is he's actually not that bad. Hear me out. Let me finish my sentence. Let me land. He's not that bad when he's not trying to cross the ball. Like his little short passing, the runs he makes, it's not bad stuff. Like he's clearly capable of doing that. It's anytime he actually tries to cross a ball in the box, it just goes high and over everybody and either into touch or just over towards the other wing. Like they're absolutely shocking. Thanks, Myrna. Appreciate that. No, I know. I'm not saying that I particularly think that Jack Harrison, that is an excuse for Jack Harrison. I'm saying it's not his all-round game. It's the bit of his game that he should be good at, is what I'm saying. I want to get rid of him. I'm saying it's the bit of his game that he should be decent at, is what he's bad at. So I'm actually using that to say he's bad. Thanks, Alfie. Appreciate that. Yeah, because I knew everybody at home, Freddie, was thinking that in their heads. I know people are talking to their screens going, hold on, what's he saying here? Metcher. Metcher had a good chance to play Leeds in then, but he fell over. He slipped. Pitch must be very slick. Here comes Clark on the edge of the Leeds United box. Overlap here. Goes to shoot. Caught there by Carl Darlow in the end. Yep, now we're saying about the stadium renovation. It's officially been approved now, isn't it? So I imagine it will, if we stay up, which I'm quite confident and hopeful that we will, it'll be... I imagine they'll probably start in the summer. Here's Lucas Metcher out on the left wing. Not the ideal position for him, but if he can get it in the box. We've got players in there. Headed away, though. Gurev gets a nice little touch on that. Gets it to Harrison. Harrison's knocked it to Ampadu, but it's gone past Ampadu, so he's having to turn around and go back the other way. Here's Tanaka. Now Jacobillo. It's weird just seeing the completely green grass on the pitch at Derby and looking out the window and just seeing thick snow everywhere. Here's Jack Harrison. Now Ampadu. Tanaka into Nonto. Tanaka once again, dropping in between the two centre-backs, having a look up. Now Ampadu. Jack Harrison looking to carry the ball forward here. Drops it off to Okafor on the wing. Now Metcher on the edge of the box. Good feet by Metcher. Goes to shoot. Not a bad effort, you know. He opened up a bit of space for himself, Metcher, there, with a good little ball roll away from the defender. No backlift really on the shot, but just too high over the bar in the end. Not a bad effort from him, though. I'm not telling you that, CB. I'm not telling you. Ball bounces all the way through to Carl Darlow there from that long Derby County ball. Okafor back to Ampadu now. Ampadu with a long switch towards Bornau, but it's actually over Bornau, over hit in the end, and it's going to be a throw into Derby. It's not been great watching from Leeds in terms of the way that we've actually played. We haven't really put any passing moves together. Nothing's really been very fluid, and the same goes for Derby as well. That long ball forward is away by Darlow with a little header to Ampadu. What I'll say is, I live in the north. King in the north, king in the north. It's going to be a throw in there to Leeds, just on the halfway line over on the left-hand side. Now he's talking about, it'd be nice to see Peru have... it'd be nice to see Peru have a couple of goals today. I think that I feel a bit sorry for Peru this season. I think it's been harsh that he hasn't had a little bit more game time, especially in a two-striker formation. I feel like that's where he could thrive. Who are you talking to, Danny Bowden? Are you talking about me having a Stoke accent, or are you talking about Jack Harrison? Because I definitely don't have anything like a Stoke accent. Yeah, foul there by Lewis Travis on Wilfred Gnonto, and a free kick to Leeds. All the Leeds players lining up on the edge of the Derby County box then. Oh, it's actually a delivery by Jack Harrison, so never mind. It's... Biol heads it back across the box after it was going quite wide. Gruev heads it back towards the penalty area. Mecha battling for that. Okafor, battling for that there. And that should have been a free kick to Leeds. Handball there by the Derby County player, but nothing given by the referee. No worries, Drew. Appreciate that. Posh? Andrew thinks I have a posh accent. Well, that's mad because I'm from Cumbria, so literally like the least posh place you could be. That's where I'm from originally. Salverson just given a little bit of a warning there by the referee. No, Chewy, I'm not from there. I'm from Cumbria, but I lived in Lancashire for a couple of years. Here's Tanaka, now Yakubiyol. Hi, Trevor, welcome. Good ball by Okafor into Tanaka. Tanaka to Mecha. Mecha goes to shoot in the box. Mecha feels like he was pulled down. Oh, strike by Joel Peru there. I think hit the post and has gone out for a corner. Oh, goal kick. Yeah, it was a good tackle there. And then Joel Peru absolutely smacks it off the post. Headed away by Tanaka. Unlucky there from Joel Peru. He absolutely walloped that off the post. Gnonto pressing all the time there. Leeds trying to press and win the ball back here, and Brereton Diaz deals well with it. What a weird career trajectory Brereton Diaz has had. From Sheffield United, then over to Villarreal, then back into the Championship again with Derby. So odd. Here's Okafor out on the left-hand side. Cutting into the box. He goes to shoot. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper there. Leeds are starting to turn it on now a little bit. Tanaka wins the ball back here. Now Bornau. Nonto. Nonto goes to cross it. Oh, I thought that was an own goal then. The perspective was well weird. Here's Bornau in the box. Bornau with a good turn. Ilya Gruev shot. Caught by the goalkeeper in the end. Ball out to the right-hand side now. Remember, guys, no calls in the chat. If a goal goes in, if a penalty's given, if anything like that happens, please don't tell me until I've reacted to it. Otherwise, there's no point in me looking at the chat because it'll just ruin the game for me. Here's Joel Piroux. Tries to slip in Lucas Mecha. Tripped him over. Penalty. Please do not put spoilers in the chat. What's the point? Like, everybody else who's watching the game will see either me react to it or they'll also be watching the game. So why do you need to then say it in the chat? Like, please don't. So Joel Piroux, he slips in Lucas Mecha behind, and then the goalkeeper comes out and just takes Mecha's leg. Yeah, Mecha's leg. Thanks, Stephen. That's true, Leeds Pro. I'll do that now. Especially when we've got... we usually don't have this many people. So, I'll tell you what. I've put slow mode on for 60 seconds. Here's Joel Piroux. Saved by the goalkeeper. Also, stop saying missed in the chat. People will get annoyed if I don't respond to the chat, though. Like, stop trying to tell me what's happened. Well, 0-0 still then. Here's Nonto. Now Tanaka. Gruev. Ampadu. Here's Jack Harrison. Now Lucas Mecha. Nonto. For those of you who are usually in other people's live chats and stuff, does they do other people spoil it in other people's streams, or has it just been in this one? Because that's really annoying. No worries, Andrew. I wasn't actually offended. I was just shocked that anyone could think I was posh, considering I'm from bloody Cumbria. Thank you so much, Andrew, for the super chat, though. I really appreciate that. Is it, by the way, I tried to put on a 60-second delay. Is that now working? Ball into the box. I haven't usually needed them, Freddie. I haven't needed chat moderators yet because we usually don't have this many people, so... Here's Derby then trying to play the ball out from the back. Leeds should take a bit of confidence from that than the fact that... yeah, I've put a 60-second delay on the chat, so if you type a message, I don't see it for 60 seconds, which should be enough to account for if a goal goes in. That's a trip in the box there from the... Oh, it's one... Wow. Wow. It's 1-0 to Derby. It's 1-0 to Derby. Wow. To be fair, it's poor defending there. It's poor defending, and it's poor goalkeeping from Darlow, I think, as well. Yeah, look, honestly, people complain about whoever's not in the start. We'll say, oh, yeah, we need to bring Darlow in. And then if Darlow's in and he does stuff like this, they'll then say, oh, yeah, well, it should be Perry who's in. Like, that's right under him there. He's bloody Brereton Diaz. No worries, Pierre. Understandable. Well, 1-0 now to Derby. Why is Joe Hart allowed to talk about football? Because he played in a World Cup for England. He won multiple Premier League titles with Manchester City. And is one of the greatest English goalkeepers. And that's about it, really. That's all you need to have, really. Here's Gruev. Now Jack Harrison. Harrison shoots, takes a deflection. Oh, it just went past Nonto there. If it had just been a little bit slower. Here's Altanaka, goes to shoot left-footed. Nearly sneaks into the bottom corner there from the Japanese international. To be honest, like, yeah, exactly. Mango has just said my exact thoughts. Couldn't care less about the FA Cup. If Leeds are a solid Premier League side after 3 or 4 years in the Premier League, I've got no problems. I've got no problems at all, because Leeds are at the moment somebody who just needs to survive. Peru there with a poor touch. At the moment, Leeds are just a team who need to survive in the Premier League, so it doesn't matter that we lose in the FA Cup. If we are Crystal Palace and we're solid in the Premier League, and we have been for years, then you go, oh yeah, it would be nice to have a run in the Cup. But for us at the moment, I say this every year, and it sounds like I say it every time we concede in one of the games like this, but it really doesn't matter. You don't get anything for it particularly, because you're never going to actually win it against the likes of the Man Cities and the mega rich. That's going to be a Leeds United throw in there. Yeah, great point, Ronnie. More concerned that none of our players are injured than winning this game. What do you mean, NUFC official? Crystal Palace did you fraud. I know that they lost. What are you talking about? I'm saying that last season, when they went on a run and did it, to them they can, because they're steady and standard in the league, whereas we just need to care about whether we stay up or not. Jack Harrison inside the box gives it to Okafor. Okafor with a little lofted cross towards the back post. Nonto, ball bouncing around, goes through Pirro. Now Tanaka, Ampadu, Harrison. Ball into the box, goes wide there, and it's going to be a goal kick, I think, after Bornau. Puts that one wide. What are you on about, NUFC official? This literally is the channel. If you're talking to me, then this is literally the channel that is probably one of the most positive about Leeds in general. And everybody says that. Everybody says that this channel there's no like sensationalism and screaming about things and getting upset and things like that. It's one of the most positive Leeds channels. I'm just being realistic in this case. Doesn't really matter if we lose this. I would like to win it, but it's just not the end of the world compared to league games. That's going to be a throw into Derby there. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate that. Throw in here from Derby County. That's going to bounce all the way through to Carl Darlow there, who rolls it out to Jack Harrison. Harrison into Okafor. Okafor goes all the way back then. He could have really given the ball to Tanaka a little bit further forward, but... Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate that. Kelsey, if that is actually true that it's 1-1, how many times have I asked not to put it in the chat before I've reacted to it? I've even put a minute's delay on it. Why do you need to be the person to say it? If it's true, why do you need to be the person to say it? Everybody's going to see it when I press the button to say 1-1 and when I react to it, and the people who are watching it as well on the TV. Throw in here to Derby. Here's Tanaka. Plays the ball across to Nonto now. Leeds looking to come forward here. Nonto goes to shoot. Caught by the goalkeeper there. Zetterstrom picks that one up and rolls it. Yeah, I do CB. But I do CB, but usually I don't, because it's what do you call it? We usually don't have this many people. Here's Okafor out on the left-hand side now. Okafor coming forward, looking to try and cross the ball into the box. Joel Peru here goes to shoot. Good save, though. And then Okafor's shot, saved by the goalkeeper. Offside, though, against Okafor in the end. Yeah, but it's not a joke, though, really, is it? Because how many times have I asked, and it's just annoying more than anything, so... Jokes are meant to be funny. Headed away by Yakubiel from that long goal kick there. Joel Peru does well there to get the ball to Tanaka. Tanaka, you've just got to give it to Nonto earlier. There's no point hesitating there. Here's Nonto. Good ball to Sebastian Bornau here. Sebastian Bornau coming into the box, crosses it straight at the goalkeeper there. I mean, I suppose there is a centre-back on the right wing trying to cross the ball into the box, but... Yeah, I genuinely am going to have to make it even further of a delay. Here's a good ball into the box by Nonto towards Tanaka, but it's just too hard for him and it rolls all the way out for a goal kick. That's the problem. Slow mode is... That's not what slow mode does. Slow mode is between sending messages. So it means that you can only send each message you send can only be between, has to be 2 minutes apart, which is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to basically say, that ball's all going to roll all the way through to Zetterstrom. It's going to be a throw in there to Leeds. That's going to be half time there at Pride Park. 1-0 to 1-0 to Derby, even though Leeds had a penalty. 1-0 to Derby, even though Leeds had a penalty. Work that one out. Leeds United 0, Derby County 1 at half time. I'd like to see a couple of changes, to be honest. I'd like to see some of Sean Longstaff, because I think he will add a little bit of extra legs in the midfield, and also he needs a bit of a chance to play some minutes before being put back into a Premier League game, I think, as well. So that's what I want. That's what I want to see from the second half, maybe quite early on. Anton Stack as well shouldn't probably feature in this game, I don't think, because of hopefully actually resting players, which is what we want to do. On the bench, we also have James Justin and Sam Byram, either of which could come on for Sebastian Bornau, or put Sebastian Bornau in centre-back, take Ampadu off. Sam Chambers and Calvert-Lewin, Sam Chambers may be on as an attacking player just to give one of the other players a rest. But yeah, look, at the moment, it's not great watching, is it? But there were some signs there in those early stages that we were going to score, but at the moment it looks a bit bleak, doesn't it? I'm going to take my customary couple of minute break to fill up my water bottle and stuff, and I'll be back very shortly for the second half, and we'll talk about the other things that happened in that first half. Tell me why I've just come back to see that on my desk. What are you doing? Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, then. CB, that's not Luna. Luna's asleep at the top of her tree. That's our other cat, Pickle. Just came back and just found that Pickle was hosting the stream for me, so that's good. Hello everyone, we seem to have lost 400 people whilst I went and filled my water bottle again. Whew, right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to close the feed and bring it back on again. Because it should be more live now. If that makes any sense, more live. I need to Google what the okay, so the live reaction thing doesn't actually... Yeah, the live reaction thing doesn't affect anything. So it can't really affect anyone sending live messages. So I think I am going to get... I think I am going to get some moderators. So I think I'm going to sort that out soon. At some point. Luna's a girl, Kimia. Kimamia. Sorry, I think I said your name wrong the first time. Chambers, Longstaff and Byram on. Yeah, I mean... You'd like to see changes that would actually positively affect the game, though, so I'm not sure Byram... I mean, give Byram a chance to get some minutes, yeah, because he's not really going to get any in the Premier League, is he? But, I mean, you could even bring him on at centre-back for Ampadu, to be fair. I don't think Nonto's been bad, to be fair, Howard. I don't think Nonto's been too bad, to be honest. I think he's been half decent going down the wing. It's just that we have to have more options in the box and actually finish things when they come to us. It's just like, what? Sometimes you just think, what we're doing. Peru came so close when he smacked it off the post. Portsmouth against Arsenal. That's a classic, like, 2003 fixture, that, isn't it? Portsmouth versus Arsenal. Yeah, you're right, Andy. You are right. It's annoying, though, isn't it? Like, this is why we can't have nice things. It basically means that I can't look at the chat very much, which... is a shame for the people who actually are putting normal, regular comments that they want answered in the chat. Like, I wonder if there's anything I can do for... I wonder if I can, like, mute certain words or something, like goal. I don't think I can, especially not whilst I'm already live, but... I've turned it on so it's subscriber-only mode, which should help. I can see the thing is as well, if it gets really bad, I can turn it on to members only, but that's a shame for all the normal people who are just normal subscribers who aren't going to cause any problems. There we go. I think I missed a couple of seconds there, so there we go. I do have a warning on screen, Wayne's World. If you look at on the bottom, it comes across on the. There you go. Look, it's coming across now. Don't put goals in the chat before I've reacted to them. Hey, hi Ollie. Welcome, mate. I hope you're doing well. I saw someone say hi to you. Here's Derby going to shoot. Darlow falls on that one. I saw someone say hi to you, and I thought, oh, Ollie's here, so I had to scroll through it a little bit, and then I found you. Here's Noah Okafor. And also, it's not even funny to put things in as a joke, because that's what just gets you... muted on the channel for the entire stream. Corner to Leeds now. Be good if we just scored a corner right after half time, wouldn't it? Thanks, Stevie. Appreciate that. It's not about lightening up, though, is it, mate? Ball comes into the box, goes through everyone. It's going to be Derby goal kick there, unfortunately. It's not lighting up, though, is it? Because as a Leeds fan, you want to watch the game. Like I'm watching the game because I'm a Leeds fan. So if then it's like watching every game knowing the score before you've gone in. It would be absolutely crap. So it just means that I can't look at chat anywhere near as often, which is a shame for the people who are actually doing it properly. Long ball forward there from the Derby County goalkeeper. Winner by Ampadu. Ball back forward again, though, by Derby, but away by Tanaka. Ooh, strong challenge there on Nonto. Referee didn't really move, though, so it doesn't look like he's going to go and book Forsyth, the fullback. It's been Harrison taking the corner kicks, and let me tell you, they've not been very good. Oh, that's a high foot, that. That's a really high foot from Forsyth. That's a hard yellow, that. Studs up. Proper studs up. Kev Wood saying plenty of Derby fans dressed as seats. Here's Tanaka. You could feel Salverson on his shoulder breathing down his neck. It should be at least a yellow, shouldn't it, Simon? It was a strong challenge with his studs up at like what would be knee height. Here's BL into Nonto now. Have we made subs? Is that James Justin? Ball crossed into the box. Goes over everybody there. Is that Justin, by the way? Yeah, it is. James Justin's come on. For Bornau. Is there any more? Somebody let me know. Has there been any more subs for Leeds? Yeah, it's just James Justin that's come on at half time for Bourne now. There you go. I've put him on now. Shot from distance for Joel Peru, and it's gone wide there in the end. Yeah, not a horrendous strike there. Not a horrendous strike there from Joel Peru, and it does win Leeds a corner after the deflection. Harrison to go over and either hit the first man or go over everybody. There's no in between. I hope I've jinxed him into putting it right in a perfect position now. Ball comes into the box. Front post that time. Comes back to Harrison though. Harrison apparently offside. And it's going to be a free kick. Well, to be fair, Drew, I think James Justin's been really good since he's come in. He really has done a good job of being a replacement for Bogle. It's going to be a free kick here, and Zetterstrom about to take it. Long ball forward here. Gruev trying to stop that, but they're still going forward. Here's Clark. Ball out wide now. Tanaka trying to put some tackles in there, but ball's still with Derby here. Good tackle there by Tanaka. Here's Joel Peru. Ball to Gruev. Here's Harrison running onto that one. Now Okafor. Harrison going beyond him. Little nutmeg from Okafor, but it is going to be a Leeds throw-in. We just got a full screen picture of Okafor's arse there as he backed right up to the camera. You can see that Anthony Taylor's going enough because Okafor just pushed. Okafor just pushed Ben Brereton Diaz after a little bit of an altercation. Nothing too much about it though. Here's Ethan Ampadu. See, the thing is, though, who are we bringing on for... Like, Goodmanson's not even on the bench, so who are we even bringing on for Harrison? I think Harrison will play 90, to be honest. Especially because he's a fringe player who isn't going to get many minutes in the league. I think he'll give him 90 minutes and hopefully satisfy his need to play for a few weeks. Here's Brereton Diaz down the right-hand side. Gruev trying to track him the whole time. It's a really good ball across there. Good idea to cut it back early. But Biel was alive to it. He's got good tactical awareness, Jakob Biel. Here's Tanaka as Leeds come forward. Joel Peru out on the wing here. Cutting inside into the box now. Goes to shoot. Blocked. Tanaka can head that one to Okafor. Okafor, what are you doing? Just tries to volley it and completely slices it into the... over the back touchline there. It's going to be a goal kick. It's not been great, has it? This the quality of this game so far. Here's Joel Peru. Nonto was tackled off the ball there. Yeah, Nonto was blocked off the ball. That's true, Drew, to be fair. Or we might see Byron come on at centre-back for Ampadu to give him a rest, or Biel. Yeah, he just has a fistful of his shirt collar there, doesn't he? Forsyth. Is Forsyth still not got a yellow card? Forsyth, I think, still hasn't got a yellow card in this game. Ball comes into the box. Headed away by Derby. Back in now by James Justin. James Justin here now. Good little turn there by Ampadu. Just let the ball roll through. Tanaka. Back to Yaka Biol now. Biol into Okafor. Into Piru. Nonto. Great finish. Great finish by Nonto. Two people who just got banned for being dicks. Really, really good finish. Good little bit of play there by Joel Peru. A little bit like the Liverpool goal against us where McAllister just walked over the ball, but Peru just has the presence of mind to let that roll all the way through to Nonto, smashes it into the back of the net. Good finish by Nonto, and it's 1-1. Someone down here for Derby. The Derby right backs just kicked the ball out of play. Or is it a bad ball? Make sure you hit that like button on the stream, everyone. We're nearly at 500 likes. 492 likes. Hit the like button, everyone, to get it to 500 likes. Good ball down the line here. Good tackle, though, by Ampadu. It's going to be a corner here, though, to Derby. Ampadu couldn't quite play the ball back to Darlow, and Darlow couldn't quite keep it in. Hi, Tim. Welcome. Yeah, do you know why, Andrew? Because people spoiled it in the chat before I... people spoiled it in the chat before I even saw it, so I was resigned to be like, well, we scored, haven't we? Good goal. Like, what? How can I react when I've already seen it? I'm not about faking reactions, which is why it's so annoying when people spoil it. Ward with a corner into the box, flicked on there by Salverson, and it's going to be a Leeds goal kick. Here's Darlow now as Ampadu gives it back to him off that little short goal kick routine. Biol with a clearance down the line, headed away by the full-back. Metcha trying to use his body to roll Danny Bat there, but surely Danny Bat was holding on to him. Here's Nonto. Now Piru, ball into Metcha. Metcha in the box. He does well to cut the ball back to Okafor there. Okafor to the edge. Piru shoots! Great shot. 2-1 to Leeds. Tanaka scores at the far post. 2-1 to Leeds. Come on. There you go. We're back in front. Turned it around within what? Just 13 and a half minutes of the second half, and we're ahead. Smash that like button, everybody. And also hit that sub button if you're new here. You won't be able to put anything in the chat unless you subscribe. So that'll help you out. That'll help me out. That'll help me out, sorry. First one was a good strike. Metcha did so well to cut it back there to Okafor. Okafor had the presence of mind to pass it rather than shoot. Good shot by Piru, and then Tanaka's just there to finish off. Well done, Al Tanaka. Leeds singing Leeds. Leeds are falling apart again at Pride Park. It's always good when you can. It's always good when you can sing that back at them after they've been singing it to you when they've gone 1-0 up. Substitution here for Derby County, but not quite yet as they play the ball out from the back here. Ball all the way back to the Derby County goalkeeper here. Bit of off the ball there from Nonto and Forsyth, the Derby County fullback. It's been a battle that's been going on all game. Harrison blocks that cross there from the opposite fullback, and it's going to be a corner kick here to Derby. Everyone who's joining us, make sure you hit that like button. We're nearly at 600 likes. Corner comes into the box, one to the front post and cleared away by Metcha early on there. Ward then with another chance to cross the ball in from a second corner in a row here. Taken quickly, but been told by the referee to take it again due to some pushing and shoving in the Leeds United penalty area. True, Drew. He came on and he was like, what the hell is going on here? But unknowingly, he's jinxed us into giving us some good luck. Corner comes into the box, headed wide. Corner goal kick to Leeds. I think he might have actually hit him on the nose there, Danny Bart. Rian Brewster is going to be coming on for them. Lewis Travis is coming off. And Ozo is going to come on and replace him. And then Rian Brewster is also going to make his way onto the pitch. To be honest, Oliver, no one really. I don't think anybody's been particularly great. Yeah, genuinely, I wouldn't particularly be able to. They've all been fairly average, but have done enough to score a couple of goals now. I wouldn't say anyone's been particularly good. It looks like Danny Bat's just broken his nose, I think. Here come Leeds charging forward with Yakubiyol. Ball out wide now to James Justin. He's got Nonto inside, but down the line makes that run there. Nonto with a good ball across the box, but nobody there to get in the way of it. And then his clearance in the box there, Rian Brewster, I think it was absolutely sliced, and it's gone out for a Leeds corner kick. Out of 10 for Darlow. Darlow hasn't had too much to deal with other than that shot that he maybe could have done better with. The one that went in from Brereton Diaz. So it's not been too much to go off from Darlow. Corner comes in. It's a poor corner, and it's also a foul on the Derby counter striker, Salverson. Drew Fitchett saying it's just not fair that Derby have a £23 million player. Come on. Yeah, and he's shocking as well, isn't he? He'll probably score now, but historically, he's not been very good. Here's Nonto. Tanaka fouled there. It's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Don't think so, Rich. I think this is the cup, so he's getting a run in the cup. I think he'll trust Perry going back into the other game. I genuinely don't see too much wrong with what Perry did for that goal against Newcastle. It came through a crowd of players. He spun 180 and hit it through a crowd of 4 players that Perry couldn't see. And he's a big guy, and it's difficult for him to get down that low that quick. I think there's... Ampadu's done really well there to outrun Salverson and give the ball back to Darlow. I think we're harsh, and when something like that happens, we look for one specific player to blame. We've always done it. We've always looked at Tyler Roberts. We've always looked at one individual specific player and gone, no, we hate him as Leeds fans. And I don't think that's always entirely fair. It's a culmination of things. It's yes, Aronson scored 2 fantastic goals, but why is his arm up in the air for that cross? It's other players were in the wrong position defensively. Metcher, for their Harvey Barnes winning goal, should have been able to clear the ball instead of just kind of letting it roll off his shoulder. There's many things that could have been different about that goal. It's not just Lucas Perry. I think we need to recognise that. Harrison's done well there. Gets the ball to Okafor. Okafor shoots. It's blocked. And away by Ryan Brewster. And it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Here's Harrison. With a poor pass there that goes straight out for a goal kick. He's bad, isn't he? He's bad, Harrison. Yeah, but to be fair, Oliver, I know what you're saying there. I'll put it up on the screen because it's a good point. I know what you're saying, that his expected goals against, like the goals that he should traditionally other keepers would save, he's not been saving some of them this season, and he's really low down on that list of the Premier League goalkeepers for that statistic. What I will say is it's not necessarily the recruitment department's fault, because that was when I did my research on Lucas Perry and looked into his statistics and stuff. That was one of the things that Lucas Perry had a big old thumbs up in the column of. He had a better save percentage than Gianluigi Donnarumma in the French Ligue 1. He had a better save percentage, a higher expected goals saved than nearly all the goalkeepers in Ligue 1 last season. So it's only been a this season thing. So maybe we just need to give him a little bit of a time to adjust. Thanks, Ankalima12 for the super sticker. Make sure everybody goes and likes the super stickers. Appreciate each and every one of the super chats that comes in, and of course you'll get your comments definitely read out if you leave a super chat or a super sticker. That's going to be a throw-in to Leeds, is it, or a free kick to Leeds? Apologies, I was looking at the chat. Wow, CB, that's a terrible joke. Is it a long throw-in or is it a free kick? It's going to be a free kick because Ampadu's in the box and Harrison's out wide. Come on, Harrison. Please just put a decent delivery in. Come on. Poor. Hits the first man. Well, the first man after the one-man wall. Nonto with a little ball down the line towards Harrison. Harrison with a ball across the box, cleared away. Poor touch there by Clark for Derby, and it's going to be a Leeds United throw-in. It's going to be Tanaka now with the ball, carrying it forward. Out to the left-hand side. Here's Okafor. Oh, Okafor nearly takes it past the Derby County defender there, but it's going to be Salverson now with the ball. Ball back down the line to the full-back here, Ward. Cleared away eventually by Derby. Big header by Ampadu back into the midfield. Gruev, now Tanaka. Little flicked ball by Tanaka. It doesn't really go to anyone and picked up again by Ward. Good interception there by Ampadu. Ball into the feet of Metro, who gives it back to Joel Pirou. Pirou on the edge of the box. He's lost the ball there, but no, he's won it back. He's done okay there. Ampadu, Gruev. Now Yacobillo. James Justin. He's going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper now. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is on the bench, yeah. Harrison has been really, really poor, hasn't he? Leeds United bench. So far, we've had one player come off the bench, and that's James Justin. But on the bench, still... Oh, I'll come back to this. Here is James Justin. Can he keep the ball in? He just about can. He's done so well there, Justin, to keep the ball in play. Now Joel Pirou. Joel Pirou shoots! Saved by the goalkeeper fairly easily in the end. On the bench, we have Perry, Byram, Strauch, Longstaff, Stack, Aronson, Chambers, and Calvert-Lewin. That's the rest of the bench. Well, hopefully we can get rid of Harrison and bring in another full-back. I'd rather have another a wing-back than Harrison, rather than Harrison, who's a makeshift wing-back. I don't know where Dan James is going to get in the team when he comes back, you know. A couple of substitutions for Derby here. And also one for Leeds United as Sean Longstaff prepares to come onto the field for Leeds. It's going to be Ilya Gruev who makes his way off the pitch for Sean Longstaff. Surely you want to take off somebody like Tanaka, who's more likely to start in the Fulham game. But apparently not. Derby are making a couple of subs as well. Bobby Clark's come off. And Owen Eames is coming on. And the striker Salverson is also coming off. Gruev's fine, really. He makes a lot of decent tackles, good little passes in there, but he's not a progressor of the ball. However, I do actually really appreciate Ilya Gruev as a player, and I think he's a valuable Premier League squad player to have. I think Ilya Gruev is a good person to start in games against the big sides like your Liverpools, your Chelseas, teams like that, and that's because he's better defensively, even if he doesn't have the forward capabilities that some of the other Leeds players in midfield might have. Here's Justin. Eames was chasing him down there, but just manages to get it away, Justin. Ampadu with a clever little pass into Okafor. Okafor now striding over the halfway line, opening things up here, Okafor. Good ball from him out wide to Nonto. Nonto out on the right wing now. Leeds have gone from front to back very quickly here. Dropped it off here now to Tanaka. Good ball out wide to Harrison. Harrison with his right foot. Good header, straight at the goalkeeper, Joel Pirou now. Nonto. He pushed it away there, the goalkeeper, only to Pirou, and now back to Nonto. Now Tanaka, Longstaff. Out wide to Harrison. Harrison with a cross towards the back post. Goalkeeper can just catch that. His crossing is absolutely shocking. It's a good header by Mecha there, but the easy save in the end for the goalkeeper. Just needs to put it either side, and he put it pretty much straight at the Derby County goalkeeper. Good foot there from Yacobillo. But they're still going here. So good. It's too much on it there for Eames. That would have really set Brereton Diaz in behind there. just goes through to Darlow in the end. Is Justin. Now Tanaka. That was his only good cross, Ronnie, and that's what can happen when he does put a good cross in, because we've got players in the box who can do damage with those crosses. It's just the inconsistency of them. He'll put one good one in every 10, 15 crosses, which is not a good strike rate at all. So I think that I was right then, and that Sky Sport or BBC, TNT, everyone else who said we were 3 at the back was wrong. I think we are 4, essentially 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. So essentially, Roger, Farker's saying that he's a glorified mannequin. Here's Jacobiel striding forward. Now James Justin. Back to Biel. Now Tanaka. Here's Ampadu. Longstaff. Now here's Ampadu. Yeah, it's good to have all you... you forget, don't you? We've gone on this good run, but we haven't had some of our good players that we signed in the summer. Good cross across the box there by Okafor, but it's going to go all the way out for a throw-in after it's cleared there. It's going to be a throw in here to Jack Harrison, being told to hurry up with it. Here's Piru. Harrison, back to Piru again. Oh, Piru's played it all the way back to Jacobiel there. Now Longstaff. Here's Tanaka. Good ball from Tanaka out wide here to Nonto. Nonto looking for a pass. In the end, a bit slow there, but manages to get the ball to Tanaka out on the wing. Back to Nonto again. Now the ball into Ethan Ampadu. Longstaff, Tanaka, James Justin. Could have maybe taken a chance to run at his defender there, but decides not to. Here's Tanaka, Jacobiel. James Justin tries a first time little flicked ball down the line towards Nonto. The thing about Ramazani, though, of course, is if we were playing 4-3-3, then I'd say, yeah, fair enough, he can go on the wing. But considering the fact that we basically play a 3-5-2 and we have our fullbacks / wing backs need to be able to defend as well as attack. I don't know whether it would be a good fit for him coming back, because even when Dan James comes back in, where does he go? Does he only come onto the pitch when we go to a 4-3-3 and we're pushing for a win, or does he start games as a wing back? Like, I just can't see where he fits at the moment. But we don't play with the 10, Oliver. That's the problem. Ball bouncing around there, eventually cleared by Leeds. Here's Brereton Diaz. Yeah, it's something we've talked about on the stream before, Sizzling Stew. Apparently it's a scientific phenomenon, and it's due to the fact that I am talking so much during this stream that my body goes, oh, he's actually lacking oxygen, and the reason that we yawn is to bring more oxygen on board. And so I talk so much that it makes me need to yawn to bring more oxygen in. Here's Harrison. That's a foul by the Derby centre-half then on Mecha as he goes through the back of him. He's not got a number on his shirt now, Danny Batt. I think he had to get a blood shirt because he's bust his nose. Here is Jacobiel. Now Darlow. Yakabiyol coming forward here, looking for passing options. Still going Yakabiyol. And then eventually his tackle has led out for a Leeds throw-in. Gained some good yards there. "10 minutes to get another 4, says Tony. Why would Bogle join Everton when Bogle's one of our best players? When is the draw for the next round? Usually it's just once the weekend of games is over, I think. Yeah, Rich, it's just definitely is the most we've ever had. 1,454 people. It's mad. Draw on Monday. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, it's usually after all the other games have finished. Here's Tanaka. His pass took a touch there from a Derby player and went out for a throw-in, but it's gone out for a Derby throw-in somehow. Here's Brereton Diaz. Gets it back again. Brereton Diaz. And again with another 1-2. Little tries to play a little outside of the foot pass. Cut out by Nonto and then win it back again there. We don't really have the squad depth to be resting anyone else, though, really. We don't have enough players to be resting that many people. Where did Joseph even go? I've actually forgotten. I've forgotten that Mateo Joseph played for Leeds. Here's Ward. It's Joe Ward, by the way, not Joel Ward that used to play for Crystal Palace. Here's Peru to Tanaka, all the way back to Darlow. Mallorca, that's the one. That's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Just over in the right back position for James Justin to take. I don't think we're letting Jayden Bogle go, to be honest. I think for the money that we paid for Jayden Bogle, it's not worth us losing him, given the impact that he has on the squad. Great ball there. Here's Lucas Mecha inside the box. Great ball from Nonto through to him. Lucas Mecha shoots, blocked out to the edge of the box. Sean Longstaff heads that one back to Tanaka, though. Now Justin. Tanaka again. Justin to Tanaka again. Now Sean Longstaff. Your audio stream is being used on another channel. What's the channel, Carl? Here is Carl Darlow. Leeds trying to play a few little smooth passes forward there, but it's going to be taken away for a throw-in. Here's Jack Harrison carrying the ball forward now. Oh, ball nearly slipped through to Piru in the box. But it's going to be a clearance there. Somehow Brereton Diaz has still got the ball after a couple of tackles on him. It's a ball forward and Darlow can come out and pick that one up. K Sports, is it on YouTube? K Sports Football. It's Lucas Mecha fouled there, I think. I found him. Thank you for pointing this out. Everyone go into his chat and tell him that he's stealing my audio. It's just a break in play here, so I'm going to report this guy for stealing my audio. Sam Byram coming on then. Here is Tanaka. It's going to be a foul against Leeds there from that tackle from Yakubiyol. Everybody go into K Sports comments and tell him that he's stealing, and it'll be removed. To be fair, it's giving him more. It's giving him more viewers. The cheat. Joe Ward's cross there into the box, caught by Darlow rather easily after that. Just so you know, K Sports, I am in the process of having your video removed, so you can either take it down yourself now or I can do it for you. Here come Derby down the left-hand side. I'll do the change in a minute with Sam Byram coming on. Oh, it's a tackle there by Adams, and they come forward again. Great challenge there by Sam Byram. Couple of subs for Leeds then. Joel Pirou is going to come off. Joel Pirou is going to come off, and it's going to be Brendan Aronson and Anton Stack that come on. Okafor's the other one to come off, I think, for Aronson. And Stack comes on. Who did Byram come on for? Was that for Ampadu? Pretty sure Byram came on for Ampadu. Yeah, I've reported them for stealing my video. It was a great challenge, to be fair. No, he's still live. He's still live stealing my content. He's got 1.15k subscribers, and this must have been what he was doing the whole time. Stealing other people's Stealing other people's videos. It's going to be a free kick for Leeds. Anton Stack's now on the pitch as well, so that gives him a chance to take one. Thanks for... who was it that pointed that out, by the way? It was someone with an orange avatar. I can't remember who it was. Oh, it's Carl. It was Carl. Thank you so much, Carl, for pointing that out, because I can hopefully get that removed. Oh, God, Jack Harrison stood over this. Why has Jack Harrison stood over this when Anton Stack scored multiple free-kick goals this season in the Premier League? +4 added minutes as well, by the way. Here we go. Ampadu's still on. Who was it that went off for Byram? Little back heel. Harrison's just taking him out there. Who came off for Byram then? Nonto came off for Byram. Ball into the box, cleared by Leeds. Oh, Justin's still on. I don't know what I'm doing here, to be fair. I've lost my head since I've realised someone's stealing my stream. Ball all the way back to Zetterstrom, who sends it forward again. There we go. We'll just do that for now. There's an advantage there for Leeds as Longstaff strides forward. Ball into Mecha here. On the opposite side is James Justin. If he can pick him out, he's free. It's a great ball into Justin. And he scored. James Justin gets his first goal for Leeds United, making it 3-1 to Leeds. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate that for the 10 gifted Leeds Lately memberships. Thank you so much, Robert, for doing that. 10 people will get access to priority replies, different emojis, things that you can use on the live streams, and you'll get the videos earlier than everybody else as well. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate that. It's a really good move by Leeds there to get forward and play that one in behind. And it's a goal to Leeds. Yeah, it was in a really good advantage, by the way, played by the referee. Good ball by Longstaff into the channel for Lucas Mecha, who looks up and just sees him there. So really good outside of the foot pass, really good weight on it. And Justin just puts it underneath the goalkeeper. That's a really, really good finish there. Yeah, he just puts it between his legs there. Really good goal. Yeah, it said this video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by Leeds Lately. Yay, we win. People stealing my YouTube videos, and we win. That's the final whistle, everybody. Well, 3-1. Nice. Not easy, because we struggled a little bit, but it was a decent game in the end, and we went and won it. So that's what we need to be positive about. Leeds win, copyright wins, Pickle wins. Also Luna as well, who's on the top of her cat tree. She wins. She's staring at me because we didn't mention her. But yeah, thank you everybody. Thanks HS Racing for the kind words. Amazing content, mate. And you're the person how I can know what's going on in the game. Thank you so much. Subbed and liked, brother. Keep it up. Thank you very much, HS Racing. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate each and every one of you who has joined us today. This has been our most watched live stream ever, by the way. 691 likes. If just 9 of you like it before you leave, there'll be 700 likes, which is ridiculous. Thank you so much for everybody who's been joining us in this stream. Goals from Nonto, from Tanaka, and from James Justin are the difference today as Leeds go through into the next round of the FA Cup, which will be drawn on Monday, and Leeds United will inevitably lose in the next round, but we'll be there to watch it. Thank you, Sculators, as well. First timer here. Thanks for the stream. Subscribe. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. Thank you, and I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Glad that everybody who is a Leeds Elite member has enjoyed it. Everybody who's a non-member, a new subscriber, everybody is welcome here, as long as you don't say that the goals haven't gone in. Tell me the goals. Yeah, we're on 750 likes, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you, everybody, so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I will do a match reaction, which will be up as soon as possible after this, really. And then, of course, we have the game against Fulham where we'll be live. We'll do the tactical preview, the match reactions, all that good stuff. And if we sign any players, there should be some information on that as well. Thanks, everybody. And I'll see you in the next one. Just as